everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This week I'm going to be showing you guys how I made this cute mini macrame wall hanging. I used a genuine deer antler and 100% cotton cord that you can comb out to make this soft, fluffy fringe. Keep watching if you want to learn how to make this pretty piece. Okay, so I went ahead and cut 10 pieces of cord, all measured 4 foot long, folded in half. So each individual cord will be 8 foot long. And they're all ready for me to start doing the lark's head knot. Put the rope over the antler. You can use a piece of wood, a dowel, copper pipe, whatever you want, but you put this over and you pull this through. And you put 5 pieces on each side. So I'm going to start knotting now. I'm going to grab this middle piece and I'm going to be using these 2 strings. I'm going to be tying the diagonal clove hitch knot, and this is how I do it. You just fold this string over the top, pull it through so it's like looped over, and then tighten it, and do that twice for 1 knot to be complete. So that string is done, and I'm going to grab the other string, pull it over this one, pull it through, tighten it, pull it over, pull it through, and tighten it. Always do that twice with each string, and you've completed that knot. So I'm going to go ahead and do these 2 now. Now that I'm done with that side, I'm going to be doing this side. I'm going to pull this rope over the top of these 4 strands, and then pull this one over the top of this, and pull it through. Tighten it. Pull over the top. Now that I'm done with those 2, I'm going to be using these middle strings. This is how I'm going to do my design. I'm going to grab the middle strings first and grab the second ones, pull them over. So they're going to go like that to make a design. So I'm going to get this string, pull it over, and get this last string over here. Remember, this is the middle. So I get this middle string and then pull it over this one like that, tighten it, pull it over, and then tighten it. Just keep doing these vertical clove hitch knots. Now I'm done with that side, so I'm going to pull this rope over here and grab this string, pull it around for a loop, pull it tight, pull it around, pull it tight. Now I'm going to continue tying these vertical clove hitch knots with the rest of these cords. So now that I've finished tying all those, this is how I'm going to connect these. I'm going to put this cord above this one and pull this one over the top of this, pull it through, tighten it, and then repeat that. And that diamond is done. I'm going to start my next diamond with these 2 cords and repeating all the steps I showed you guys on how to tie this diamond right here. You do the exact same thing for this next one. So I just finished my 4th diamond. I'm going to do 4 diamonds on each side, and then I'll show you how to connect them together. So start on this side and start doing 4 of these exact diamonds. So now I'm done with my 4 diamonds on each side, and I'm going to pull them both to the middle to connect them. I'm going to grab each of the end strings, pull one over the other. Well, I'm going to pull this one over this one right here, and then I'm going to do a clove hitch knot. So I'm going to pull this one over, and then just pull it over to where it's like a 1/2 inch out, and then pull it over the string again, and tighten it. And then I'm going to be using these 2 strings to tie another diamond with all of these. You're going to tie this exactly like you tied these diamonds. Just pull the string over all of these ones and start wrapping these ones around, tightening it, and then pull that one tight, and you just leave a little bit of room right there until you get to here. With each strand of rope, you're going to be going a little bit closer until you get to this one right there. And on this piece, you're gonna tie the knot all the way up to it to connect it, like that. And then just keep tying the rest of these strands going down in a diagonal. After you're done tying that row, pull all those strings up a little bit to push them together more, and then start on the other side. Now pull these ones tight on this side so they match up with the same length as this one. And then I'm going to show you what design I'm going to do in the middle right here. You can do whatever you want, but I'm going to show you what design I'm going to do today. So after tying all the knots, you're going to have these 4 pieces of rope that are longer than the rest. So on these ones, I'm going to do a Josephine knot, which is you turn this over like that. You pull these ropes around, go through the back of here, pull it out, then pull it behind these 2 right here. I have another video showing you just this knot, exactly how to do it on my YouTube channel. I'll link it down in the description below in case this wasn't slow enough for you or in case you couldn't catch on. Then you pull these out a little bit and then tighten it to how you want it. So that's my design in the middle, and now I'm going to continue tying knots down on each side. And after you're done tying those knots, pull this up a little bit too to make it even with this line, and then start on this side. I'm going to pull that side a little bit, tighten it, and then to connect these, I'm just going to pull this left string under the right one, and then loop it around like that, tighten it, and do that again to finish that knot. So this is how much string that you should have left at the bottom of your piece. and you can go ahead and trim it however short you want it. You could leave it super long. You don't even have to comb these out. I'm going to comb these out in the end, but I'm going to go ahead and cut it probably about that long right there. And then I'm going to add pieces to all of these. I'll show you. Now I'm going to start cutting cord to hang from these pieces of rope right here. This one measures about 10 inches long, so that would be 20 inches for the whole piece. I fold it in half and it measures like 10 inches. I always fold them in half and then cut them so that they'll be ready to tie the lark's head knot. So I'm going to put 4 on each side, and after I'm done I'm going to comb it out. And like I said, you can leave it like this if you like it, or you can also comb it out too. So I'm going to go ahead and put 4 on each of these. So I cut 4 pieces of rope measured at 10 inches long, folded in half, so 20 inches long per piece. I'm putting 4 on each of these cords, and I'm going to put 2 on the very top right here. So if you like it like this, you can keep it like this. You don't have to comb it out. You can do it however you want, trim it up, and then pretty much have it finished, except that you need a rope to hang it from now. But I'm going to comb it out because I love the fringe look with this style of macrame. So now I'm going to show you how to hang this macrame piece. I cut a piece of rope. It's like 2 foot long folded, so like a 4 foot long piece of rope. And I'm going to put it through right here. These two. Put it through like this. Come around. Pull these ropes through like that. Tighten it. Pull this rope around to the other side. Space those ones out. Then you're going to put these ones through here. And then depending on however long you want this piece of rope to be, you can make it super long, short, but I'm going to make it like that long. Then I'll bring these 2 pieces around these ones like that. And I'm going to tie a square knot. Pull it really tight. Then you cut these 2 pieces off. And then pull this around so you don't see the knot. Pull that tight, like that. Come over here and then adjust this one, like that. And that'll be how it hangs. And now I'm going to take all of this, lay it down to be combed out, because it's a lot easier to comb it out when it's laid on a flat surface. So I'm going to begin combing this out. I would definitely recommend using a pet brush because you have tons of little metal bristles and it'll get the job done way faster. I'm going to go ahead and start combing now. I'm just going to start from the bottom and then work my way up to the top. Okay, so after you get it all combed out, you can trim it up, or if you like it a little bit choppy, because after cutting all these strings, of course, they're not going to be perfect, so I like to go over it with a pair of scissors and get it perfectly straightened out. But like I said, if you like that choppy, more boho look, you can leave them as they are. Thank you all so much for watching. If you make this wall hanging, please tag me on Instagram at homemade macrame. I would love to see how creative you get and how your piece turns out. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe below so you don't miss any future tutorial videos. Thank you again for watching.